I know not either warp or weft. I know not the web of thy weave. Thus declares the god of fire Agni in the Rig Veda in the 2nd century before the Christian era. A few hundred years later, the Sangam poets of Tamil Nadu wrote of the delicacy of weaves. Early Romans, importing cloth from the Gangetic plain, compared it to clouds filled with water, and the pureness of the whites with clouds emptied of water. Indian textiles also found their way to the shores of Egypt, to Persia, and much further west. Arab traders in wooden dhows plied the South China Seas with rough cottons for tents, trading them with spices and gold from the east. The weaving together of the warp and the weft into a fabric has always been a source of wonder and inspiration for the human mind. The word Tantra is derived from Tatu, as is the Buddhist Sutra. The wrapping of a thread around a tree for wish fulfillment, or the wrapping of an entire village against evil, are practices still in evidence. The process of the hands transforming a cotton bud into a fabric took on magical properties, and these handlooms became the center of ritual. The exquisite Patan Patola, the one-of-a-kind double ikat from Patan in Gujarat, became associated with the magic that protects, and rags of the patola were placed under the groom's saddle when he rode out to get his bride. Women celebrating the 7th month of pregnancy wore a patola to protect and bless the unborn child. Special patolas woven for the Indonesian market also became part of royal wear and got associated with rituals to ward off evil. Over the millennia, the produce of the handlooms of India became much more than garments with which to cover the body. They became important indicators of culture and tradition, signaling status, personal expression, spiritual affiliation, and more. The sumptuous textiles of the Maharajas and of the Mughal emperors signified wealth and power, and their use was extended to furnishings and drapes. What made Indian handlooms unique in the early years were their fast dyes, and the quality of the vegetable dyes used are known in the Western world. Over the centuries, the diversity of handlooms grew by leaps and bounds, and nearly every part of India and many different communities developed their own individual styles, palettes, colors. From the east came the famed Dhaka muslins, fragile and light enough for the wearer to be seen as not being clothed. Today's Jamdani weavers show no lesser skill in their myriad whites tinged with gold. Further south, in the land that was once known as Kalinga, lives a huge indigenous population. Here is produced the fine style of resist-dyed weaving known as the Sambhalpuri ikat. The weaver community of Bhulia Mehers, thought to have migrated in the 12th century from Rajasthan, have their own songs to accompany the process of making the saris. The tribes of the northeast have perhaps no parallel in the variety of their weaves, with each tribe having their distinctive colors and patterns. Apatani and Adi women in Arunachal Pradesh are traditional weavers who consume much of their own work. The Apatani weave on a simple loin loom that can be constructed within minutes and stored when not in use is a wonder to see. On the northeastern side of Assam, in the region bordering Bhutan, live the Boros. Here too, weaving is a craft that every young woman learns, usually preparing for her own trousseau or for the use of her present or future family. Weaving remains an important part of their lives, as is reflected by the songs the young girls sing. In Kashmir, the famed Kani shawl, unsurpassed in the world, still lives on. Thought to have been introduced into Kashmir by Zain-ul Abidin in the 15th century, the designs of the shawls used to be called out by the Naqshbands, master designers and draftsmen. The brocades of Varanasi, once the proud possession of royalty and the wealthy all over the world, suffer today from competition from China and Surat. But the master weaver's skills remain, waiting to be in demand once again. Today, close to 8 million families live off the work of their looms. But these textiles have lost their primary market, the producers themselves and the rural poor, who now prefer the easier to maintain polyester. The need of the hour is to reposition handlooms as the answer to two crucial modern needs: self-expression through clothes and a concern for the environment. Handlooms are kind to the earth. Using no scarce resources, they rebuild communities, give self-employment and keep alive a heritage that humanity must be proud of. They also allow for exclusive designs produced in short runs. Our greatest challenge is to make Indian handlooms the most coveted textile for caring and concerned individuals. Textiles that are the only alternative for a harmonious world. The handloom mark is a step towards this goal.